I know that a lot of people didn't expect anything from me as far as training or anything like that. And I know, John, we spoke earlier about that, but I wanted to put something together for Art and Rob. I appreciate what they did for us. And I wanted to go through a few things real quick. How to go pro 50 in 1 week. Guys, I want to tell you, I can't tell you how to do that. John or Scott can tell you about that, but I can't because, it didn't happen for me. I started in March and I was working at it in construction, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to go pro 50 in 3 months, I got you covered on this. Okay. So I'm going to move forward. What's my story? I know Art and Rob sent out an email about the work that I do, construction manager. I'm very busy. I got a full-time gig. It really doesn't allow for a lot of free time. But the story goes even before that, because I was, A to Z in network marketing, from Amway to all kinds of different things. I tried it. I tried everything under the sun. And what was my results? Zip, zilch, nada. I was one of those ones that struggled for a long time, didn't make any money. I spent more than I earned, frustrated, disappointed. And friends and family view me as a pariah. Does anybody feel the same frustration? I know a lot of people do. And I wanted to share with people how to, share with others and a little bit of mindset. So I did have one breakthrough. And in 2017, I got hurt on the job. And I found this company that I was working with, and I sponsored what we call a whale. And basically, it was a binary. If I didn't sponsor this person, basically I would have had frustration even more so. But this was my lightning in a bottle moment. I was able to retire basically for a year. I put a roof on my house and took my family to Disney, which was awesome. So what was my secret to success? I'm going to spill it out for those that are taking notes. This is what I actually did and how I was able to, quote unquote, retire for about a year. So step one, there were Zoom opportunity calls like this. They were in place, and I just invited people like crazy. I just went and invited as many people as I could. I recorded the presentations. I recorded everything. There's all kinds of different ways that you can record things. And then I uploaded them to YouTube. I created a channel. I got people to invite them to the presentations if they didn't go live. What I did was I actually got them to YouTube and say, here's the replay, and this is how you join. And then I promoted, like I said, on social media, and then it was rinse and repeat. So I did this as much as I could. And like I said, I was able to retire, quote unquote, for about a year. And then a little bit about attitude. And I don't think you can see this. Maybe you can see it. But a lot of people talk about what's your why, and that's an acronym for a lot of people. So what is your WHY? So the W is, what's your reason for doing this business? Is it your family? Is it your need for financial security, financial freedom, time freedom? You have to figure out where you're coming from, right? That's the big thing. What's your W? Okay. And then the H. So how are you actually going to accomplish this? What is your means and methods of doing this accomplishment? And by doing this, I'm going to refer to real quickly. One of the companies I was involved with was Prepaid Legal, and a book that was written by this man, Jeff Olson, which is called The Slight Edge. And obviously, I don't work for Prepaid Legal anymore, but The Slight Edge was basically this guy saying, hey, what's the difference of somebody making it and somebody not making it? And what he said was that basically to do something or not do something, it's an easy choice. So you have to make that choice to actually succeed. It's easy to do something and it's easy to not do something. And are you dedicated enough, devoted enough to actually do what you need to do, right? And then the why, and I kind of took a little liberty to that, is use use the apps. So get familiar with the apps that we have with Nexus Rewards. And these apps will give you a story. They'll give you a story that you can share with people. Look, I've got screenshots of where I earned $20 back on a cash on the gas app because I had so many referrals. I got $20 cash back on one fill up, and then I've had multiple fill ups. I get almost daily emails from Upside saying, "Hey, you saved 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, all these different things." So use these apps and create your own stories. And when you do that, you're going to build belief not only in yourself, but also in the message, right? So for Scott there, I have this slide here. Let's get biblical. So for a lot of people, they're not real interested, if you will, in the Bible. But in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, it talks about going to the ant. And what is that talking about? Well, the lesson for the ant is don't be lazy, right? The ant can do so many things, right? So be aggressive in sharing with others. That's the main point in dealing with going to the ant. And then there's a scripture in the Bible, and again, I'm not preaching to no one, but it's very interesting. And what it says is, it's in Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4, and what it says is, the one who watches the wind will not sow seed, and the one who looks at clouds will not reap. So what's the lesson there? Well, we can't wait for circumstances to be perfect to keep moving, right? So the basic takeaways are, don't be lazy. Set your goals and implement your plan, and don't wait for circumstances to be perfect to take action. Keep moving. Start today, start now, right? And here's the thing. I am not Scott Becker. I'm not John Cena. I don't have a list. I don't have, a history of network marketing for years and years and years. I don't. I've got a history of failure, if you will. So if I can do this, then really anyone can do this if they just persist. And that's really my point this evening. Just a couple takeaways. Why Nexus Rewards? It's zero risk, guys. If anybody has actually looked at this, you can earn more money just starting right away, and some of the apps that you use, than you will ever pay for the membership. So it is literally zero risk. I have a YouTube that literally talks about, most people said, there was a song by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young say, "What do you have to lose?" And I have a YouTube on that. Like, what do you have to lose by joining this? Like, nothing. The ownership, again, Art and Rob are right out there. They're available. You have access to these guys through the Telegram channel, and they're out there all the time sharing things with us. So we have the accessibility from the ownership. We have leadership, like we talked about with John Cena and Scott Becker. These guys get pitched all these opportunities 5 to 10 times a day, every day. And they say no because, it's not a good opportunity. But when you see all these people like John and Scott and Gloria McDonald, Mike G, and others that are, leaders in this industry, and they're joining this opportunity, that's a clue that you want to be involved with this, right? And then unlimited earning potential. And John's already talked about that. And guys, we're just getting started. Imagine it's 1999, right? Are you going to get involved with this guy in 1999? Maybe, maybe not. Would you wanted to invest in his company in 1999? I think most of us would have. So The last few things I wanted to share with people, be honest with people. Be honest with the way you present yourselves, the way you present to others. Be hungry. Get out there. Share this opportunity with people. Be humble. Whatever success you have, recognize that maybe it's not your own skills or own abilities, but just be humble about the success that you have. Be enthusiastic with other people. That's going to rub off on people. Being enthusiastic. Be present wherever you are. If you're working on your business, be in your business. If you're at your job, be at your job. Wherever you are, try to be there, right? Be a leader. Be someone that can and it rolls over to being an example and being accountable, right? How many people did you talk to today? How many people can you lay your head on the bed at night and say, hey, this is what I did today, right? Being accountable, right? And the very last thing is being authentic, right? So if you have a background like I am in construction, right? You have a way to talk to people that are in construction, or say you're a fireman, or say you're a nurse, or say you're a teacher or paramedic, or whatever your background is. Those are the people that you can reach that I could never reach, that maybe John Cena could never reach, that maybe Scott Becker could never reach. Those are the people that you should be reaching out to, because trust me, they need what we've got. So I appreciate the few minutes that you gave us, guys. Scott and John and Art and Rob. I appreciate all the information and the opportunity to speak to you guys, and I hope I added some benefit to this presentation.
Sorry, I had to take the host back there to be able to speak. It muted us out. We got to fix that. But Luke, great stuff. That was fantastic. So we all got a real treat there. Appreciate that. Let me just get you back here for a minute. I know Pastor Scott had a question for you. Hold on one second, because I got to unmute everybody. All right. Scott, I think you can unmute now. There we go. And Luke, you back on
John.
Here?
You're
muted.
Here.
All right. I can hear you, Scott. Yeah.
Wow. Luke, I hope you are looking in the chat room, my friend, and seeing what everyone is saying and what everyone is thinking. Awesome job, dude. Great content. That is what we're talking about. And everyone has already seen, if you've been with Nexus for the 2 months that John and I have been here, you have seen Luke. You have heard him before. He is all of those things, dude. Everything that you just said, when you talk about being authentic, you're that guy that you just presented in that list. You're hungry, you're enthusiastic, you're a leader, man, you're accountable, you're out there doing it. And listen, guys, I love what Luke had to say. Be you. Be authentic. Everybody's not. John does this full time. John and I have been doing this full time for a long time and a lot of years. The success stories are people like Luke, people like Gigi, people who are going out there and sharing this with a few people that share it with a few people. To see someone like Luke come out here and in just a couple of months go ahead and start advancing up the ranks. Let me tell you what that tells me. And Luke said it perfectly. I just want to comment. When he said he did it and so can you, we have got something here that you can win at. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter your successes in the past or your failures in the past. John and I have hit some duds in our life. We have had some times in our life where we have done fantastic. We've been with some companies that weren't so great. We know how to spot. Here's one of the strengths John and I have. We know how to spot a company that is doing it the right way, that is poised for massive growth, and that is Nexus Rewards. We are doing things the right way. Art and Rob have set us up for great success, Wow, Luke, what a great job, brother. I am glad to be in business with you and the people on this call. I am just thrilled to be here with all of you in the right place at the right time.
Fantastic.